Hey guys, Fran here, back with another video. So you guys know the drill. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. So I just wanted to jump on today and talk about my day a little bit today. So I just got back from doing sessions, readings, one-on-one readings and coachings with some clients of mine that are on the West Coast. And it was really interesting because when I do my sessions and my readings, you know, it's not me. I'm there physically, but it's the Spirit of God moving through me to give, you know, information to my client or to whomever is sitting in front of me. And sometimes I pick up the energy of people that are around them or situations. It's really intense. And this last week, I met with a lot of women who were struggling with a lot of different things. And, you know, sometimes we look at people and we think, man, they have it all together. We look at their lives, we look at what we perceive to be, you know, their life. And we look at how they, you know, they're moving through what we call life, you know, like they may be balling, as we say it, or they may, you know, have it going on, have the perfect marriage, have whatever. And we look at those people and we think, man, if I had that life, right? But then you sit down and you have a conversation with them, or you get to know them intimately and you understand that, geesh, they're just like me. You know, they're just like normal people who have either decided that they were going to create this fabulous life, or they have decided that they don't have what it takes to make things happen in their life. So, you know, it was really a profound week for me because there are mornings and there are days that I get up and I have gotten myself to a place now where I love my life. You know, like I love everything about my life, but I still have those bumps in the road. Like I still have those days where I do not want to do it. Like I get up and I'm like, oh, just 10 more minutes, Lord, just 10 more minutes. But I've committed to getting up at 5:30 so that I can have this time of silence before my household gets up. Or my son may have a basketball game or something, or he may be starring in a play or something, and I have committed to go speak here or teach there, and I have to tell my son, you know, I gotta go, but I promise the next time, because as women, as mothers, as, you know, business owners, we have committed to things that sometimes we just don't want to do. And I was looking at that as I was traveling back home, and I was thinking about how we have these choices, but yet we don't operate in those choices. Like sometimes we just throw our hands up, you know, and we just give up. We just say, forget it. And then we kind of begrudge that person who's living the life that we think we want or that we see for ourselves, but we really don't know the inside story. We don't know the backstory. We don't know what they've done to have this life or to create this life. And I think that sometimes you have to really take a step back and you have to really decide what you want your life to look like. Not what somebody else's look like. Not, you know, what pictures of people's look like. I was thinking and talking to someone about Khloe Kardashian. And I was thinking about how her love life is so, or has been publicly, from what we've seen, so tragic. And a lot of people draw the conclusion that she doesn't love herself, or she's desperate, or blah, 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 blah. Or if I had so much money, I wouldn't even be worried about no man. We all have our conclusions that we draw about things we see. But we don't know Khloe's backstory, right? We don't know why she may be feeling insecure. We don't know why she may be feeling like, I have to have this relationship. We don't know why her relationships are failing. We just draw conclusions. And one of the things I can say about Khloe, just from being on the outside looking in and you know, spiritually looking at the situations, is you have to make better choices. You have to make choices that work for you. If somebody shows you who they are, you have to know that that's who they are. We get mad sometimes because we want people to be who we want them to be. We jump in relationships with people. I've done it. You jump in a relationship with somebody and you think, I'm going to change them. And they are going to love me so much that they're going to want to be this person I want them to be. Or I'm going to make them over. And you can't make nobody over. You can barely make yourself over. So you can't make somebody else over. And then we get upset to our core. We get pissed off. We get mad at that person because they're not who we think they should be, when most of the time the person is simply being who they are. Right? Now, sometimes the person representative shows up first. We know that too. Like, you know, sometimes you meet somebody and you're like this. I'm good. I've never done anything wrong. And, you know, we all know that that's not true. Everybody's done something. But then you get that person in your in your life where you get them and you got this groove going, and then the real you shows up. And that person says, this is not what I signed up for. I didn't ask for this. But you have a choice at that moment to continue to try to make that person be who they were in the beginning, or you choose to bless that situation, love it from a distance, right? And a lot of that was happening with these women. Some of them had made horrible business choices. Some of them had made horrible love choices. And it's hard when your angels are telling you, this is not going to work, honey. This is not going to work. Because your spiritual side, your intuition, which we all have, right? It's telling you, danger, Will Robinson, danger, Will Robinson. Now, a lot of y'all are not old enough to remember Lost in Space. I'm kind of dating myself now. But anyway, there was this show called Lost in Space, and they had a robot, and whenever there was danger, he would say to Will Robinson, which was the little teenage boy on there, danger, Will Robinson, danger. Your angels do the same thing. They're like, danger, girl. Watch out. Don't do that. Back it up. Turn it around. Keep going. But we make the choice to stay. And as a spiritual practitioner with spiritual ethics and integrity to spirit, I can't tell you what you want to hear. I have to tell you what God is telling me. Some people don't like that, but most people appreciate that, because sometimes it's better to know up front than to waste tons and tons of years trying to figure something out. So this week taught me a whole bunch of lessons about things I already knew. It refreshed. It was kind of like a refresher course on things I already knew. And it brought a lot of things to the surface for me as a woman, as a mom, you know, as somebody who has committed to be of service and live on purpose to elevate the consciousness of people, that you can help anyone. You can teach anybody. But you are not responsible for the choices that that person makes, because we all have free will to make those choices. And as you do what you're destined to do, or you do what you're put here to do, you really have to be conscious about your own choices. Like, you got to be conscious about your choices. And it sounds gruff to say you can't worry about the choices of other people. But in our reality, you can't choose for other people. You can only choose for yourself. And when you begin to make choices, that are beneficial for you, and your life starts changing, you start wanting to make more of those choices and more of those choices. And then you get flack from people. People are going to be pissed off. They're going to be mad. You're going to lose some people. Some new people are going to come. You might lose some more people, but some more people will come if that's what you desire. And your life will begin to be your life. And I think that was the biggest thing that I learned this week, was I have to be true to, and you have to be true to, your own choices. You have to be true to yourself, and you got to stand in your truth. And you have to be true to yourself first. Before you can be true to anything and anybody else, you got to be true to you first. And sometimes that's a challenge when you are concerned with what people think, or you look at this person's life and you think your life should look like that. What I've learned is that you have to own you, right? Like, you can't own your husband or your man or your wife or your business partner. You have to own you. And you have to authentically show up as you over and over and over again. And you have to authentically choose for you, right? You have to choose for you. And as you begin to choose for you, if you're making those good choices for you, life is going to respond to that. And it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Alright guys, I just wanted to jump on and kind of share what I've learned this week, because it was a really interesting week. Alright, I will talk to you guys later. Bye for now.